And his kick is indeed good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
The Cardinals setting out to kick this one away, and off we go. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Looking to throw, Dart. Going up top. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Looked like they were set up defensively in a zone coverage, but somehow they found a seam because that receiver all alone. By rights, that should have been a touchdown, but somehow this ball's overthrown.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Dart looking to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, Dart. Over the middle, taken in by Neighbors. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. To the air, Dart. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Cards are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. From the gun, Murray. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Murray. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And that is every quarterback's worst nightmare. You had the perfect play call. The C's parted perfectly. You had your guy wide open. He could have run for days, but he overshoots him. And that's one he'll think about for the next month.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowski to punt this one away. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The Giants set to get the football, and they trail here as we get back underway in the 2nd half. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football. Now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? They'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 27. Now Dart. They'll drop that underneath to ETN. So nothing doing there, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw now, Dart. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Here's Dart.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Malik Neighbors
From 4 yards out. And the Giants have come back to make it a 2-point game. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
The Giants will line up for the
They'll look to throw. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll get into the end zone, and those 2 points are going to tie the game. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
After that last touchdown we just saw, Charles, we got ourselves a brand-new ball game, all tied here in the third as they have their first possession of this second half.
And Brandon, this drive is all about one word to me, and that's the word answer, because they're trying to answer the momentum the other offense picked up in tying the game, because not only if they score and they feel better about themselves, they'll retake the lead and maybe set the tone for the rest of the half, keeping them in the driver's seat.
Off the draw, here's Williams. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Murray now.
A rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage. I certainly like the idea. You're down on their side of the field. Get your big play guy involved. That time, they put one up for him to see if he can pull it down in the end zone. But the coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down.
And his kick is good. And with it, they have taken the lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
I like your thinking there because right after a sack, it can be a great time to call for a screen to your running back and use the eagerness of the defense against him. Able to gain some positive yards out of this one and make things a little bit easier for him on third down.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll bring up fourth down. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll start on the ground, ETN. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's second down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look, 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6. Throwing his dart. And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Here's Dart. And that will be incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he's fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old-school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over. Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. 2nd down and 4. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. On 1st down, it's Benson. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. That back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Now we give up the middle to Williams. Escapes the defender. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Javonte Williams, 32 yards. And the Cardinals have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. And maybe a wrench thrown in the operation there. The snap wasn't great, and this kick is pulled. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one not returnable. It's over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double-team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Straight ahead, here's Tracy. And he'll get it across midfield and down into Cardinal territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Now, quick throw there, going to be batted away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Throwing his dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. To throw his dart. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Sean Murphy-Bunting. And the Cardinals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Another important fourth quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Murray now to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
That's another Cardinals first down. A gain of 16 yards.
Play fake. Murray.
First down.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Murray's going to look to throw this thing. The throw's going to be caught. And he's going to be taken down after a short pickup. So they take a big chance there. And the result, a modest gain. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
Omaha. Who you got?
To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw-up. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. Just the 1 timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here is complete. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. That's caught by Johnson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Final minute, one timeout remaining. First and 10. Now he's going to step up and run. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. How about the call to come with the blitz there in this situation?
And some of those calls happen just because of what they do on offense. So when they send out a number of people in the pattern, sometimes they just make a change on defense. Say, okay, we'll come after you instead. And that's exactly what they did.
The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Here now, third down.
Let's go now.
Back to throw. And he's across for a touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
This is first and 10. Back to throw. Murray. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Here comes second down. Murray to throw. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So that quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
Well, that was a third and long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
Murray, one final try. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Well, it took us until the